In November 2022, fire razed a popular shopping complex at Deco alongside other buildings in the state capital, Osogbo. By March 2023, the figure has soared with another outbreak destroying 9 shops and 2 vehicles around Station Road, while a commercial building at MDS area was also gutted by an inferno. Within April and May 2023, there were reported cases of a burned apartment within the courtyard of the Ooni in Ife, a conflagration at Ilukweju Street of Atedo, and an oil spillage under the Gbogan flyover. The most recent is a collision of 2 vehicles at Odiomo along Gbogan-Osogbo Road, claiming 16 lives. Widespread incidents frequenting the state.
Normally, if there was an air collision, before it will result to a fire accident, it may take time. But because of the flammable material that was inside the car, it aided the fire. There should be a speed breaker but along a residential community.
Majority of the people in the city, they don't want to go by the standard that is expected of them. We want to use the quack. We want to circumvent the system. For example, if a socket outlet that is rated 13 amp, you see people converting it to 15 amp. They've forgotten that the cable you normally use for 13 amp socket is not the same cable for 15 amp. Why the other one could be a 2.5 mm, the other one could be a 4 mm. The moment you use that, if you now overload that socket, you have sparking.
They observe that government agencies as well as the citizenry must be responsible enough to take preventive measures wherever they find themselves.
I will only suggest to the relevant agency like road safety and the VIO, they should always do the proper checking whenever a motorist is flying our road. Gas cylinder should not be sited inside the house. It should be placed outside and run a hose through your kitchen. You might be receiving calls in the kitchen and the radiation is not affected. The moment your battery gets to 15% or lower than 15%, there will be fire outbreak.
If you are building your personal building or corporate body, ensure that you use standard equipment for it.
When you are burning the waste or the bush around you, it's mostly come up during dry season. We advise people not to stay unattended to when they are burning their waste or their bushes.
As we can boldly say, Nigeria is not a land of much natural disasters compared to other parts of the world. It now behoves on the citizens not to unconsciously create artificial disasters for themselves. In Osogbo, Joshua Okuste, NT News.